Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet two of the co-founders of hScore. They are democratizing how people invest. Their incredible journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I think most Americans, even those people who are familiar with the stock market, find investing very confusing. The stock market is up, 500 points one day. It's down 500 points. They're selling the same stocks they were buying the day before. It's very, very confusing. And that's why many Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. They just don't have their financial house in order. To talk about that today, two people who are on the bleeding edge of innovation. They are with hScore. It's a really revolutionary company that is democratizing how we invest. Saket Kumar and Mark Rhodes, thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Absolutely. Well, I want to hear your story. So let's begin with you, Saket. How did this all begin?
Yeah, so I've been in the field of investing for almost 18 years now. And I actually met Mark back in my business school days when I was networking and trying to find a job on Wall Street. Mark back then was at Bear Stearns, and that's why I ended up with my first job in the investment banking group. And then later on, I moved to what we call as the buy side, on the investing side of things, and I've worked for various hedge funds. And the most recent one, where I was also a co-chief investment officer, we needed someone to come and lead the company. That's how I met Mark again. But the focus when Mark and I had that conversation probably 6 years back was how do we take the right mix of art and science, blend it together, and in a product and bring it to the retail investor.
Yes.
Right, as we were seeing the participation of retail kind of grow over time. And I think COVID changed the game quite a bit as more and more people started opening trading accounts when everybody was working from home. So, someone like Robinhood, they came and democratized trading, right? The easy way of opening an account, the easy way of trading fractional shares, no commissions. But there was a critical piece missing. And the critical piece missing was the decision-making that happens before the trade is put, right? So there was a need for education, and there was a need for a service to all those people who had accounts or were opening new accounts. And that's what we decided to build. And basically, we are trying to bring an institutional level of capabilities to the day-to-day investor, wherein they can have a personalized research analyst on how to find new ideas, which stocks are good. But most importantly, the operating word there is personalized, right? Not every stock is good for everyone, right? Yes. So that research analyst helps you find what is good for you, yes. Right? But that's just job half done. How do we take ideas and put it in our portfolios? How much should I buy? What should I sell in order to buy that? All these decisions are very critical. At the same time, they're very involved, right? So what we decided to build is bring everything together for the day-to-day investor in a pocket-friendly way through our mobile app.
Mark, I think it's absolutely brilliant. Let's talk about the way you tailor it to your user. So when somebody signs up with you, are they telling you, I'm risk adverse, I'm this old? What information are you getting to help tailor it to them?
Yeah, great question. So it's one of the more important features of our model, if you will. We, in essence, create a very custom, very personal score, if you will. And we try to make the score an active participant in every decision that is made or that you make on your behalf to create portfolios that have a basis in fundamental and technical research. We score not only your personal risk profile through the traditional things like you would think of, like someone my age versus Saket's age would have a naturally, potentially different profile. But there's more than that. It's about your experience. It's about your view on the economy. It's about your needs of income, safety, and growth. And so we, in essence, through that extensive custom score, create a decision-making matrix that defines and drives every decision. And as you change, which people do change, they change their outlook due to employment, due to entrepreneurship, due to liquidity functions, they can change that at the dial of their finger on our app, and it will begin to optimize every decision based on that change.
Wow.
Every day.
That's powerful.
We think so.
Let's pull up the website, and as we scroll down the website, I want you to talk about how this is game changing. You mentioned Robinhood, but Robinhood doesn't give you this kind of information on what to buy it, when to sell.
Yeah. So if you, what's evident here is, like Mark mentioned, first, it all starts with getting you a personalized score, right? And if you think about, let me give you an example, right? Let's say a simple example. If you are a consumer who goes to buy a car, right? And you are constrained by how much you can spend on that car, right? So you have an objective function that I need to optimize the dollar amount spent on the car, right? So you have a clear objective function, and based on that, your choices are made, right? So that's a personal decision. I think any buy or sell decision needs that objective function, right? So what we have done is, because we have created a personalized score on a stock level, what is a portfolio? A portfolio is nothing but a collection of stocks. So now you have a personalized score at the portfolio level. So you first is full transparency, right? Where you know exactly how you're positioned from a return perspective, safety perspective, and income perspective based on your choices, right? That's very critical. And as the old adage goes, you can't improve if you don't measure, right? So our first step comes from measuring how we are positioned. And then the decision, like Mark said, right, is, do I want to get better at this at the portfolio level? Or let's say the markets are down 20%, right? Yes. Now, I could be, no matter what the age is, I want to take advantage of that. So I want to be a little bit more return focused, right? Which then feeds into the health of the portfolio,
yes,
which you can then use a very advanced optimization engine to generate trades to help improve the portfolio.
You guys made a great explainer video a couple of months ago. Let's go ahead and roll that.
hScore. Informed stock investing made easy. Ever made an investment decision you regretted? You're not alone. Most DIY investors underperform the market despite hours of research. DIY investing is painful. Falling for overhyped stocks with no way to verify their true value. Struggling to find fresh ideas beyond the usual suspects. Making emotional decisions that hurt your returns. Hours wasted analyzing complex data with no clear answers. With hScore, you can. Conduct stock research with ease. Find new stock ideas through intelligent AI recommendations. Get timely buy and sell suggestions with exact allocation recommendations. And unlock many more professional-grade tools developed by ex-Wall Street professionals. hScore brings professional-grade tools to your fingertips with deep research and calculated analytics. No more guesswork or emotional decisions. Just data-driven investing made simple. Download hScore now and try all our premium features free for your first 30 days.
That was a beautifully done video. So let's put some meat on the bones. So if you've set up your profile and they know you're risk adverse and a stock that you like or have thought might be on your shopping list is moving, are you notified to say, hey, guess what? This is your type of investment, and there's been an event, and this might be a good time to look at it again? Or tell me how that works.
Yeah, it's actually even better than that. The concept that let me give you an example. Let's say if you were searching for Tesla, right? So you looked at Tesla. The first thing it tells you is it good for you or not, right? But maybe at that point you don't want to make a move. There's no call to action. All you do is you add it to either your watch list right? Or a select list, one of those two. Now, the intelligent engine, what it does is when it's optimizing the portfolios for you, it knows that you have this stock as a wish list, for the lack of a better word, and it will include that stock and optimize using that stock or your current stocks, right? So at the end of the day, the philosophy is like any investment you make, it has to earn its place in the portfolio.
Yes.
Right. So sometimes you don't have to add new stocks. Sometimes you're better off just with the current portfolio you have, optimizing that. But sometimes there are certain candidates in your current portfolio which are not earning their place in the portfolio. So it'll pull those stocks from there and automatically give you those recommendations.
Okay.
Yes.
So Mark, your buddy at work gives you a hot stock pick, and you got to invest in this. You go to the app and you put in the ticker symbol, and it will say yes or no.
Great question. So one of the key functionalities of our model is it will cover in this case, every U.S. stock is scored. Those scores come from a fundamental and technical analysis that comes through a bunch of modeling we've done. I won't bore you with that, other than to say our goal is to allow the investor to be able to have a number. And is that number better for my portfolio if I use that stock? Does it enhance my portfolio? Also, it will also give you a list of stocks in the same sector or industry that might have a better score. So it will prompt you to say, I know you're looking at this, but this stock or this company or this sector might be better for you. And it's driven by the score. So it will be accountable to your goal and to your portfolio risk score.
And just saves you countless hours of research.
Absolutely.
Jeff, I've sorry.
No.
I've done this for 4 decades, and I've seen really great investors, great advisors, but more than likely, that's not the experience of most investors. Their experience is they don't know why they bought what they bought, and they don't know when to sell it, and they don't know what to buy to replace it. And it's because they don't have the common language. They don't have the time. Investors are smart people. Time is their issue, and comfort with decision making that becomes too traumatic for them. They wear their emotions on their sleeves. We've taken that away. We've given them a real reason to make wise decisions to change the outcome.
Well, we have a couple minutes left, so I want you guys to look into your crystal ball. I mean, everybody's dream is to become a verb like Google. Have you Googled it? Do you imagine a day when people say, what's the hScore?
That's the goal. That's the goal, definitely, because what we're doing is standardizing. What Mark said, right? You have a common language, which is personalized to you. Your great example would be, I'm, at a golf setting and someone pitches a stock to me. And right now, the way people do it is, they say, okay, I love the story. And they go and buy based on the story because, it's not that they can't research the stock. They just don't have the time to do it.
Right.
But what we are trying to do is, yes, you hear this stock, no matter what channel it comes from, you can immediately check, is it good for me or not, right? And the advantage there is that our scores are not just being driven by technical factors. It actually has fundamentals in it, right? From a valuation perspective, all of that coupled in with it. So to answer your question, think about it. Why is credit score such a universally accepted approach? Because it takes a lot of the things that go behind the score, simplifies it in one number where you can say, okay, I need to do something about my credit score if it's turning the other way. Yes. And vice versa. If it's good, then, So investing is similar. If I can have one score at my portfolio level where I can be comfortable, okay, this is better than S&P 500, and that's where I want to be. I'm a growth-focused investor. I want to be better than S&P 500. I can rely on that.
Mark, let's give you the final word.
Well, we are excited about, first off, thank you for allowing us to share, but we're excited about the future. We're excited mostly because we think we are, in our own little world, changing things. no one can predict the future as to what will look like, but we certainly will expand from the DIY investor to the B2B platform where we're servicing the investment community. And, we also have, for those folks who say, I love what you're doing, but I don't have time to do any of that. We have a registered investment advisor where we manage money in this capacity for people. So, we're in growth mode and we're excited. And the future, it's unclear where it will end, but we think we will change a little bit of the world.
Mm. I love it. Thank you both for sharing your passion and your principles with us. We're going to end with the website, which of course is hscore.com. Saket and Mark, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.